Can I just start by asking you about Angela Rayner's comments earlier? She called Tories scum. Do you agree with her?
Angela uses her own words. She's absolutely right to attack this government for the way it's treating the people in our society. Britain now has more food banks than branches of McDonald's, more children living in poverty, greater levels of inequality than ever before in my lifetime, and Angela's right to go after Tories. I wish this whole conference was spending its whole time going after the Tories rather than rule changes.
Do you think she should apologise for using that sort of language, even if you agree with the overarching
I
sentiment?
don't think she has anything to apologise for. She speaks from the heart. She's saying it like it needs to be said.
And you've just spoken at an event where several speakers called Keir Starmer's leadership pathetic. Is that a sentiment you'd agree with?
Well, what I want is a party that is focused on dealing with inequality and injustice in our society. And as you know, since we've spoken before many times, I never get involved in personal attacks on anybody.
But the quality of his opposition, that was what was being questioned here. Do you think he's provided enough opposition to the current government?
Our party needs to be much stronger in its opposition to this government over COVID and inequality in our society, and also the apparent departure from the principles of public ownership of the major public monopolies in this country, I think, is wrong. I think we need to be supporting public ownership at the very least of mail, rail, water and energy.
You work closely with Keir Starmer. He's under pressure this week. Do you believe he's got what it takes as a man, as a leader, to turn this around and to be a good Prime Minister?
Look, being under pressure as leader is something I know a great deal about, and it is often a very lonely place. You make mistakes. We all make mistakes. Everybody does. But trust your own instincts and realise why you're there. You're there in responsibility for the hopes and aspirations of millions of people who are badly treated, ill-served by our current society. Labour has to be a party of transformation, or it's nothing.
Do you think he knows why he's there? Do you think he believes in something?
Well, you have to ask him that question, not me. I have obviously worked with Sir Keir Starmer when he was Brexit Secretary, and he has an incredible mastery of law and detail, and we worked well on all those issues. But you have to ask him those questions.
And just lastly, when you were leader, you called for unity. You wanted the party to come together behind you, whatever they thought of your leadership. What's your message to your supporters here in Brighton, many of whom would prefer you to be leader, not Keir Starmer? Is your message to them still today, get behind the current leader like it was when you were in charge?
What I sought to do was unite the party around the policies and aspirations of our members. I received a great deal of undermining and opposition from within the Parliamentary Labour Party. I reached out and was actually very inclusive of people within our party. And as Attlee and every other previous leader has said, the Labour Party has two wings to fly on, the left and the right. And if you ditch one wing, it can't fly.
And that's what Keir Starmer's done. He's ditched the left wing of the party.
The people who are active in the party are those that have socialist ideas, the inspiration of socialism. They're the ones that take the message on the doorstep. If you don't motivate them, then we're not going to be very effective on any doorstep anywhere.